everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. We need to start doing assignments. We should have assignments.
Mommy, I'll put a sticker on Chris.
That's your mom.
No, I will, right now.
Just gotta get better at that. As people join online, we record them now.
Okay.
We do record, we're recording these now. I'm gonna share that recording in the Discord, so others can go back. The microphone for tonight's over there, and the 30-volt cameras are going. I expected a few people to connect from Huntsville, but we have to have more folks in person.
You want the unit?
What's that?
You want their unit on here? Or no?
Most stores can. It's really their position rather than their unit. So, it's all. So, a couple of kickoff items. Besides generally saying thank you for being here and contributing. We had a very successful district banquet. It was very well run thanks to the Phoenix chairs. Pass along those two there to Mark. And you know, I'll say the food was great, organization was great, the awards went well. We just need to do a better job as a district to plan the importance of that. All right. We should have been there, helped contribute to the award side of it, and really played it up because it's a neat opportunity. Some awesome awards, and I'll give Robert another embarrassing congrats on the District Award of Merit. But we have a foundation now. I had a little bit of a roses, buds, and thorns with Dina afterwards. And I think it's only going to get better. So when next year comes around, we'll talk about this year banquet. We need to play up this one of your things. We supposed to scout this for the adults in our district of the year. So a couple of general items. As I said in the email that went out, we're having a visit from Shaq tonight, as did Unit 1861 earlier this week. This in-person special enterprise risk management training stems from the fact that we had an incident at Nicholas Woods last year, where a non-scout younger sibling got injured. So they're coming in, going to help us. It's awesome that they're coming here to do this. We at least need to have everybody involved, Camp Marie and enterprise risk management involved. That includes Michael Willett, who said he was going to be coming a little late tonight. So we are going to have that. If you can stay, I think it will send the right message to Shaq that safety is important to us. And I actually think we'll learn something that we can take back to our units as well. It will certainly be more dynamic than any online training or work review you can do around enterprise risk management. So I'd encourage you to stay if you can. They promised me that the official part of the training will last no later than 8 o'clock. So we're going to try to wrap this meeting by 7 and that will start by 8. So I am going to try to go a little faster than normal. I might have to cut off a few discussions just in the interest of time. We can always circle back or continue this conversation offline. Any questions about that training? Who thinks they'll be able to stay tonight? All right. Thank you in advance. We'll probably see some Shaq folks AAA around 6:45. So I want to talk a little bit about workflow really quick, and this is first a committee workflow, and then kind of the relationship with commissioners. This is probably the way we should have been doing this all along, and we sort of figured this out, but probably should have started this way. As a committee, and especially committee chairs, it's your job to report the metrics of your committee monthly via this online agenda that I keep sending out. Ruben's been putting it together. But it's really, although you can fill in gaps, it's really the committee chair's role to update this document. So membership, FOS, program side has a spot for events. Unit service is a spot for commissioners. That should be updated at least a few days, ideally a week before this meeting, so that all of us can review that and be prepared for tonight's meeting. Bringing resources that might be needed. So I'm going to try to start encouraging that. I realize some shares are brand new and there's been some changes. We don't have a program share effectively right now, so that'll be John and I working on that piece of it. It's important for us to start pulling on that information, relying on Ruben and his resources to back up. In theory, everybody should have access to reports from chat to be able to update that spreadsheet. It's not like this is automatically generated magically every month. Ruben's going to go in and fill it out using those reports. Am I explaining this accurately from your perspective, Ruben?
Yeah, the only thing I add is I know, for example, like our training chair might be saying, well, I haven't seen these reports, and other chairs might think that as well. Recharter, it's one individual and her assistant that handle all the paperwork, all the applications, getting all the reports. So as you can imagine, it was a little bit of a overload, but recharter time has just passed. So within the next couple of days, I know you can get your reports now, but for example, our training chair and other different chairs that might not have been seeing the reports flow in, within the next week, that should be fixed, and we should get that up and running. And within after that week, if you're still having issues, please reach out. But yeah, within the week, by this time next week, everyone should have access to all the reports. Training chair, advancement chair, membership chair. Like I said, that was a little delayed, but by this time next week.
Thanks, Ruben. So one other workflow item that probably is logical, we should have been doing this as well, is really explaining a division of duties between us as committee members and commissioners. And this is going to make both of our jobs so much easier. We discussed this at the last 2-3 meetings, and that's each of us as chairs, each of us as committee members have occasional duties that require us to contact the units. All right, for example, membership. Having to send something out about spring recruiting. Hey, what are you doing for spring recruiting? Please let me know your dates and how I can assist and get you materials or not. Well, what was your response rate? It was like 2 units or something reply. Okay, 1 unit reply. All right. Well, beyond that initial email that you send out as a chair to get impact that, it then goes on to the commissioners to follow up with those individual units. Roberta, not Dennis. And I said this regrets. Roberta's acting district commissioner tonight.
I am an AD.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
not acting.
I'm an assistant, but you're acting tonight. So the idea is that the district commissioners are already contacting the units on a fairly regular basis. This is just one more question that they can ask during their regular unit contacts. So that means that we as district committee members don't have to spend a lot of time duplicating effort and calling out on these units. Finding out when their blue and gold banquets are for doing FOS talks, finding out whether they're participating in a district event like Pushmobile coming up. Beyond that initial polling, that follow-up, hey, why haven't you responded when you guys actually doing that falls on commissioners. Does that make sense to everyone? Any questions about that? It's not to say there aren't going to be exceptions when you need to follow up a unit or provide a specific service, which is the flip side of that. If a commissioner finds out a deficiency in a unit that requires a committee member to step in, training need, they're going to communicate that back to the committee, and it's our job to take action on that, probably for the whole district rather than a specific unit. That explain it adequately from your perspective? So then it's perfect transition now to district commissioner's report. So that's what you guys have been doing.
Okay, so this asked me about it, so this is not this little commissioner minute. Going to the first slide was the unit that had the issue with the accident, and we had safety training on Monday. I was there, Chris was there. But Dennis wants to expand on that and say that the whole district should get safety training on a regular basis. At least we should have a safety moment at every meeting, like the council does. And also, we should have a safety person on the district committee, which we do have one now. Michael Willett. He'll be there, okay. And, we should have a safety moment at round tables, because we're gonna have a large group of people at that point. And I would even suggest on the troop level, have a safety moment, especially before you're doing something that's risky, maybe risky. Second one is we have an organization, the second troop for girls. Troop 174 is coming along nicely. The troop is getting excellent help from the other units of the church. Troop 1074 and PAC 1074, I think it. And our Savers Lutheran Church. The church is going to have Scout Sunday, March 15th. Any of y'all else have Scout Sunday?
We do different games.
Different dates, and they'll be recruiting for all 3 units at that time. Way to go. The troop is also getting good support from Troop 1102. The troop also has plenty of commissioner help because Dennis is the charter organization representative and Chris Nettles is the unit commissioner. So, Chris Scotty received, an information from Sean, Palermo. She's the SHAC onboarding representative.
And it's also on.
And is also on our committee too. She expresses regrets that she wouldn't be able to come here tonight, but wanted to share this with as well. She's been meeting with Troop 174 girls as part of her onboarding process. Her update is we are onboarding our second group of girls. And they're actually having a sign night at the church on March 19th at 6 p.m. and at Con Trail on March 24th at 6 p.m. Flyers will be distributed to our Savers Lutheran Church for their Scout Sunday. And as well as a Chinese school there at the church. And Hillcrest Baptist Church, East Lutheran Church, the Con Trail Intermediate, and Wellborn Middle School. I might just go on and on. I was informed that there are several families at Hillcrest Baptist and for families of Scouts and Troop PAC 743 that were wanting to form this new girls troop. I have not met any of them yet, but hope to see them either tonight or at the one this time at night. At this point, she suggests in the district the unit should just need general support finding interested families with girls who would like to join and also any interested adults who would like to help serve as their initial leadership. So that's first. And then the third point was going back to.
Before you move on,
Sure.
what schools is that thing recruited from?
Well, the Montreal Intermediate, Lower Middle School, East Lutheran, that's church. There's a Chinese school at the church. And the third point was going on about how the commissioners and the district committee work together hand in hand. And then that is the way it should be, and for the most part, over the past decades, it's been that way. But feel free though, whenever you need to talk to commissions, if you see a problem or an issue that needs to be addressed, call Dennis the head, and then I'm on ABC as well. So, just feel free to do that. We'll try to help out wherever we get a commissioner. It's help.
So the fire department will be.
Yeah.
So, I actually waited until Michael got here because I wanted to do some quick introduction. Other new faces we have in the room. So before we move into membership, I'd like to do a quick run around the room. Introduce yourself and your position. If you want to tell a little bit about your other involvement in scouting, that's cool too. I'll start. Chris Scotty, district chair this year. I'm also, we look at it, building. We just bridged to Troop 1861. Excited about that. Everybody knows Roberta Allen.
Yes.
Assistant district commissioner. And acting tonight.
Urban district executive, everyone.
David Olbelski, and the communications chair. Vice chair. Joel Cantor, training chair. And our STEM
And still,
czar.
yeah.
And our newest addition to the committee, Brian Fox.
Yeah, Brian Smith on FOS.
FOS chair, President Scouting, goes on the finance, the finance side. It's all family now. This committee is family,
Oh,
it's
that's
separate
right.
committee,
That's right.
which Brian and I also happen to serve on as a separate body.
Kate Randolph, who helps us deal with the leadership.
And she's the chair.
And major practice too.
Ron Watkins, those are my picks.
And how many units are you involved in?
I lost count. Patches 2, and sure a lot of those are.
Ed Reyes, I'm chairman of SHIP 1876 running Camp
For those in this room that are not familiar with it, just tell us how SHIP is.
Yeah, so we are SHIP 1876, and we are also the Tampa Student Serving Scouting. We are a student organization registered through Texas A&M, and we provide camping trips for our members monthly, and then in addition, each semester we run Eagles Woods and Camporee for this local. So if you have questions about Camporee, then
Thank you for coming tonight.
Howdy, I'm Jake Point, but I'm also the SHIP. Sean Reynolds, I'm a treasurer for 1861.
How about your airman pie? Is that secret?
Oh, I'm also a trustee on Camp Harrison.
He doesn't like to call us. He's an ex officio member, an official member of this committee because we need a representative and a connection to the district again, which is separate. Thank you.
Robert Cunningham, Roundtable Commissioner, Unit Commissioner, and Day Camp Program Director.
Tony Brown, I'm supposed to keep students, serving scouts out.
Tony has historically held many different roles on the committee, but anyone this year's liaison for events like Eagles Woods and Camporee. You're advisor, right? You're a faculty advisor for SHIP. Okay.
No, not for the ship, for class.
For Triple S? Oh, for students. What's the difference between the two?
Well, one's a Boy Scouts of America unit, and the
Okay.
other is a registered student organization.
Same people?
yes.
Ship is about this big, and Triple S is about this big. And that increase in membership dues, probably going to collapse it even more.
Oh, no.
Understood.
Tanya Juan, I'm Cynthia Rodriguez, I'm the membership chair for the district, and several other positions on the board.
With Pat?
Yeah. Happy to-
Mark?
Mark Cherry, activity chair.
And what unit?
Sure. 383 impact grader.
Thank you, Mark.
John Romero, vice chair, and assistant scoutmaster for 2 Betos.
Michael Willett, I'm the new health and safety chair, I think the fancy word, enterprise risk management. And something or
We will learn a
another.
lot about that a little later this evening.
Yes, I think so.
Were your ears burning about 10 minutes ago when your name was
I'm
mentioned?
sure they were, I was on the way to work. Felt kind of high.
Thank you for coming tonight. Sure. Think about everybody. Okay. There's obviously a few others on the committee as well. I'm not going to talk about them all night. There's a nice little chart on our district Google Drive that if you don't have access to that. Just let me know. So moving right along on the agenda, Cynthia, are you open to giving some membership report? You're welcome to stay sitting.
I think so.
I'll pull up membership.
As Chris mentioned before, I did send a personal email to every single unit in our home, trying to get information about their spring recruitment. One unit answered, we also created a thread on the Discord. One unit answered, but rather than that, I think these answers came from the commissioners. We asked help for the commissioners to get some feedback since no one answered the emails. There's several units that are gonna have spring recruitment. I don't have the dates, I don't know
What I know is also up there.
So we need dates, but we've got a lot of yeses up there. That's good.
Is there a date that we should be shooting for, or you can tell us what date you want us to do it, or
Just
should we pick a date and let you know?
all of those are fun. So for
Okay.
example.
Those are all except one.
All of you.
So for example, different units are at different levels. So for example, some units, they're more than capable of identifying a date, and that works great. Some units, up there, they're like, yes, we're doing spring recruitment, but, hey, we need help. We don't know when to do it. Like, we need to do it on a date when, people will be there. So for example, I give those dates to people that, can do their own stuff, will let us know, okay, well, we can't, double book and schedule a unit that needs help on the same day as another one. Like, for example, Pack 82, Pack 62, because we were in those packs, we want to not schedule people on those dates. So you guys will be available to help.
A note from top down management of the membership. Ruben and Cynthia really personally went and did recruiting at a ton of these units last fall. That is not a long-term workable solution. There's several other, yes. Thank you. The first point of contact, the first person that should be doing recruiting is within the unit. If a unit is unable, perhaps there's been a break in the chain of leadership, perhaps they have a shortage of leaders, the membership committee, including Ruben, can step in to help. But that's a secondary role. Membership is first and foremost taking it.
Additional to that, basically my membership committee is Kate and a couple of other people, but including Ruben. But sometimes the schools book in the same day 2-3 schools at a time. We are not able to cover all those because it's a count number of people. Most of you in the room have some experience doing recruitment. To add that, I'm in my last weeks of pregnancy, so anytime now, I will be just off the hook of everything. So if we send an email to all this group, or any of you get a chance or would like to help us out, please do it, let us know, because there will be points where either we all be busy doing spring recruitment in some schools, but still we need to cover some others. So it's very important for now, I'm asking for help from everyone here in the room to just take a look at the calendar, the dates, if you can go and support us, help us, or just be there for us, so it will be awesome.
So as these dates are filled in, that's where you're going to start to identify the ones you know. Do however you like. I suggest considering doing a doodle poll that we send out, and you can tell only one person can sign up for each slot. And send it out to this committee, and I'll be happy to sign up for as many as I can do. I was membership before, and I would, as Cindy said, I'd appreciate it if others that are available those nights to do. It's not a long commitment, and it makes a huge impact. I always felt good coming from silent nights, because it's kind of smiling kids. Thank you for all you do, Cynthia. Hey, I got one more question for you. Do you have an understudy? Do you feel like you have someone in your committee that can pick the ball up when you are away?
Yes.
All right. Hey, let me know if you need help. Okay, I know you have a lot of duties.
I mean, I can remotely keep.
I've done a recruitment from our back, but.
Yeah, it works out for me, so I'm pretty sure.
I just want to make sure you got the help you need. Okay, cool. Let me know if you have anything. Thank you, Kate.
I will think for membership. So, and just anyone who isn't aware of the process, so, Shaq is able to provide flyers, little stickers that the kids can put on the day of, or peer-to-peer cards. And the idea is the kids will invite their friends, hey, like, come to this pack event, come to this troop event. It's about a 2-week turnaround. So for example, let's say you're having a sign up night, when the things you want delivered. Let's say you want the stuff delivered on the 15th. We need to know, by the 2nd, by March 1st and 2nd. So what that means, what I wanted to add about membership is it's kind of a little bit more in the red zone panic, because there's start testing. Our spring recruitment months are going to be April and May, and out of April and May, there's start testing. So obviously the schools aren't gonna let us come in, aren't gonna let us do anything. And next week is spring break, because the people at the superintendent's office, they're closed. Like I can't reserve anything. I can't they'll be gone a whole week. So that means so what that means is when by the time we get back and I'm able to turn in the paperwork to reserve facilities and reserve stuff, it'll be the 3rd week of March. Remember, we need to order, we need to request them 2 weeks in advance. So when we get back in March, I don't know what I'm going to say, introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay, it's like, finish your thought.
So the point is, when we get back to the 3rd week of March, that's 2 weeks away from April 1st. So literally, we would need to submit flyer requests that week we get back in order to make sure things are there on time for April. So Cynthia and I, we both tried emailing, we tried Discord. We're kind of more at the point of kind of, making calls, because we need to set those dates to make sure we have materials in time. And second,
Who's making those calls?
that's.
Here's a point of view, by the way.
Oh.
As an example.
Yeah.
So this is where, membership, you guys send out those emails, and then you let the commissioners know, here's who isn't responding. At least divide it up. I mean, if it's so many, you're gonna have a problem contacting. But
Oh, we've had commissioner parties before. Pizza.
how many do you think you need to hear from?
None of them have a date.
Okay, so we got yeses, but we didn't get dates from them.
And our months are April and May. Like I said, out of those months, you have to take out, I think 2-3 weeks as a start testing. So we really only have a couple weeks where we have to put everyone in those weeks.
Okay. All right, so
There's a
let's
little
really
bit.
take back into Jeff and your other commissioners about how can we, as quickly as possible, fill in that data point. Okay. Anything else on membership? All right, I believe next up is programs. We want to start with advancement. Anybody want to tell us anything that you guys are working on?
Sure. So this report is from February 20th, so anything after that wasn't counted. It'll be for March, because I know a lot of people have done their blue and gold or whatever crossover, so it's not going to be counted in this. We have, for the Cub Scouts, we have 35 who have ranked. We have, out of the 17 units, and then for the troop level, out of the 25 units, we have, out of the year to date is 23, and 7 have ranked for this month. So we still have some red that aren't reported, but they're coming in slowly. So that's about it in a nutshell.
Do you need help?
Do you want me to reach out? So I'll reach out. If they need help with Scout Book, I'm pretty good with Scout Book.
Well, I'd say if that's a service you're going to provide directly, yes. I'm more talking about, hey, we need help holding the units. It's, if they're going to contact them already, it's just something you need to get. Okay.
No, the reason they're not, is it a recording issue or?
Yeah, just one of those two, because this is coming from council, so this is what they're reporting. So this is where this is coming from. So whatever, I guess the reason why it's still 0 after the
We need to find out.
Yeah, we need to
Right.
find out why.
To me, it's fine to offer them Scout Book, but as committed, this is also could be a commission problem, right?
Sure.
I mean, they could be not advancing.
Yeah, we would be the others.
So yeah, either do they need help with Scout Book first, or they're reporting it because it's not getting reported to council. And if they are reporting, are they using a different system? Because I know some aren't on Scout Book.
And we understand the penalties of that, or the downside of doing that.
So could you send what you have here to this?
Dennis has access to that, it's on the program tab. Yeah. This, so these units, we need to find out why. And if it's a Scout Book problem.
Ambulance response, OD emergency.
Oh. Thank you.
Technology 2704.
So,
Channel 2, OD emergency. College, 2704 Texas Avenue South, Channel 2.
I'm not trying to like mess up, force this workflow on you guys. Do what works. Ultimately, it's whatever serves the unit best. But my suggestion here would be to have the commissioners contact these 5 units. And if they find it's a scalpel problem, they report back to you, and you go and do a scalpel training with them. That way, you're spending time where you can add the most value instead of having to, call and track down the right person. Because the commissioners already have a relationship with them. They know if it's cool to text them or whether email works first.
Right.
So I would just suggest email with Dennis and Roberta and just make sure that they get contact. And then you're the follow-up when they have scouts. Okay. Anything else on advancement?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to training. I will just pull up your PowerPoint then until. Sure. Joe Pantro is going to talk to us a little bit about committee training and requirements. And I will try. While I'm pulling this up, I'll introduce a couple of folks that just walked in. You guys introduce yourselves from Shaq. I warned them you were coming tonight.
Hi, everyone. Awesome. I'm Brandon Lewis. I'm the Director of Sports Service at San Luis County Council, so I work with the office whenever you need the office. And with me is Wayne McLean, he also works with me there. She'll be here soon. Yeah. It's a good thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. She has all the information, so it's good. Yeah, right.
All right. I see my screen. All right, I think you're up, Joel.
All right. This is a trademark PowerPoint template, so don't anybody try to copy it. Chris asked me to talk about an introduction to district committee training, and so that's what I tried to put together here. I know a lot of you are sitting around saying, I've got 3 or 4 hours this weekend that I really want to kill indoors in front of a computer screen, and have I got the thing for you? Good. Roughly speaking, there is a position-specific training for each one of these categories. I think these are, everyone in this room or everyone in the district committee, or district meeting should be falling into one of these. Depending on, I'm not sure how we want to handle enterprise risk management chair. I kind of threw that in the program area.
Okay.
But
Otherwise,
otherwise,
a good question for these folks a little later on tonight.
all right. So if you find yourself on there or something that sounds like that, there is a training for you. If you don't qualify for one of those explicitly, the bottom is the member at large. It's a good generic training. Take a look at that.
And we are judged partly in JTE by our training percentage, right? This is a piece of.
Right, making sure that some fraction of the.
Plus, it will just help us all to do our job.
Especially the training chair. To get to the trainings themselves, I'm sure a lot of people have already done this or are familiar with these, but I wanted to make it as absolutely apparent and clear as possible. Being an older guy, flat logos and flat buttons don't always attract my attention, so I highlighted the things that need to be accessed. Starting at my.scouting.org, obviously you need to make a login there, and it's always recommended. I'm sure the enterprise folks in the back would always say youth protection training before all else. But once you get that done, click on the BSA Learn Center, and that will take you to the BSA Learn /scoutingu/paleo.net, whatever that meant. But that's the website you'll see. The next objective is you want to click on the position training, non-unit specific training. That would be us, since we're not in the unit in particular. That'll take you to that screen right there on the right. We're going to be picking district committee, again highlighted with the green box there. One more note on that one. It does say use Google Chrome browser for PC or Safari for Mac. I've done most of mine with Firefox and it's worked okay, but these are the recommendations and guidelines. This is where the graphics really get interesting. A bunch of flat stuff without much obviousness. The first thing you should do is find your position. In this case, I'm looking at the district chair or vice chair training. And despite wanting to click that first top one, you need to add the plan first. That will include it to your training and start the process of recording these things. Once you do that, if you're ever back to that screen, you click number 2 at the district committee chair or vice chair, the blue text there, the non-obvious link through to get to the training itself. And once you get to that point, you can begin. There is this nice summary page on the left that shows you what trainings you've signed up for and what you got to do. You click on, again, that lovely flat blue text link at the top to get into that module. It's broken down into 3 or 4, depending on which training or position you're in. Acclimation before the first meeting, first 30 days, and 90-day training. In this case, the training person does not have to take the 90-day training, which I really appreciate. Once you click that training module, you'll see it open up, and you've got a bunch of videos to watch. Oh, you step back to the last one, and then you can see the green box around. What you need to hit is launch course. Once you do that, you start watching the video. You have to click to the next slide. Videos are 8 to 16 minutes each, depending on what you're looking at. Most of them have multiple choice feedback questions to make sure you're engaged and paying attention. Although you don't really have to have a passing score from what I've seen or from my experience. But the videos, the modules, and the plans can be stopped or resumed at any point in the training. You can always feel free. If you have to give birth or something, you can always step away and come back to that at a later point. And then, as I mentioned, they break down into these 4 general modules. The acclimation, which is general scouting, takes about 90 minutes before the first meeting. The acclimation, I believe, is the same for all positions. Before the first meeting has a lot of the same information for all positions, but then it starts to get into a position-specific introduction. The first 30 days really starting to provide you with resources. They might be common with other positions, but resources the district provides, and it kind of gives you objectives for what your position is doing. And then 90 days, it really gets into the in-depth concepts. There might be some commonality with other positions, but it's really focused on that position. So all told, it might be in the neighborhood of 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. And then once you finish that, what's next? The site should indicate completion of a video/module/training plan. It's always a good idea to get in touch with the training chair if you've ever meet him. Let him know that you've accomplished it, to make sure you get the credits for him. And you're always welcome to take more trainings. For example, if you take the chair training, it might be good to take a member at large and see what general information you missed.
Big up with these commissioners.
Well, there is commissioner training in there too.
This is for you too.
Yeah.
And as I've mentioned, many of the trainings overlap. I noticed that once I finished the first module, or the first module, I essentially had that finished for all the modules, or all the learning plans. So I think something on the order of 50% should translate for every other position, and so you got head start in all that training. So when you two become district chair, you've already almost get it out.
Thank you for doing it.
Would you be able to do that for us?
Yeah, Joel, you're probably talking about this over there. Let's get this up on Discourse, and you can reply all to the committee email when it's up there, and have a link to it to the Discourse. Right? That way you can ask questions.
Okay, so.
One other training item that I heard that I prodded Roberta to bring up
Is IOLS, Introduction to Outdoor Leader Skills.
Do you have it? I've heard it from multiple units. We need to make some plans for ILS. Have you given it some thought yet? We need to ask you next month.
I've had general negative thoughts about it. I don't know that I have the vote in that decision.
We have to reiterate that ILS requires at least 10 people for that class to be effective. There are a lot of,
You'd be better off with 40.
be better off with 40. Thank you, Dr. Locke. ILS, although I know a lot of people want to take it here, it is available at multiple locations, including 45 minutes down the road. There's Tom Maltese. I highly suggest that we all look at that and training at those locations. It would be hard for a little airman to put that training out here.
Last fall, I believe when it was requested, there were something, what, 3 people that had verbally signed up for it, or verbally?
There were 3 people who said they were interested, but only 1 person that was required to take.
This makes a ton of sense, okay, and again, I'm gonna go down there, but just from a psychological and leadership standpoint, I would suggest, let's do a little outreach within the district, how many people are interested in taking this? Then you can say, hey, we had 7 people interested. Well, that is below our minimum threshold, but here are the regulations, you can go take it. It will have this class course. It'll show that we've made the effort as a district to address their needs, collected the information we need, and then pointed them to the resource. You cool with that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're good with the.
Now, you may get 30 people that come back, and then we gotta have a conversation.
Well, you and I know there's one unit.
Yeah, they got
At least
5.
7 or 8 that
Oh,
want.
wow. I need to.
Yeah, and so another option is,
You're probably not counting me in that. So.
Yeah.
So that's 8.
I've got 1 unit with 8 people.
It actually works better if you take it with people you don't even know.
Another issue.
Because the whole idea is, it's like we're put into a patrol.
Is it like in YLT just for those?
Well, it would be the very basic aspect of it, yeah. And, if you know everybody there, you're not gonna get the same experience that half the individuals say, I'm gonna do this, but they don't, just like our scouts. So you get to work into that.
So.
Another issue, or not issue, another opportunity for the training chairman is to have leaders in this district take the trainer days, right?
Oh, they have more training.
Yeah, so, but you can't depend on doing it all on your own. And you have this training, okay? So there's and then once you have a training team up, then maybe you can have an IOLS. We have all the people, these students are ready to go.
All right, so we need to move along, so I want to try to wrap up in the next 10 minutes or so. Mark, you're up. You want to give us a run through on programs in general, or activities in general, and mostly on Pushmobile. Mark is our activity chair in addition to being Pushmobile chair. So thank you for doing double duty on that. I feel like we should spend a few minutes talking about Pushmobile, and then, at least generally to this group, so we know the planning, the larger notice can go out roundtable next week. And then we need to spend a few minutes talking about Tamboree, as well. So, Mark, you got the floor.
I want to start with district banquet.
Oh, go ahead, you're part of it.
The district banquet was held last Sunday. 35 participants, including scouts, so those numbers are actually huge. So let's do a really good job next year of promoting that. Those that did go had a whole lot of fun, including the slide presentation which was made by that young man over there, because he loves Pierce. Only 4 Wood Badge participants were there, so let's see if we can make that more next year. And only 1 Eagle Scout. So again, troop members that have Eagles that reach Eagle Scout, let them know that we do address them and recognize them at the district banquet. Pushmobile is ready. I have a location set. Oh, it just occurred to me I did not put that on there. I will have a rendition for that for a roundtable.
Where is it?
It's going to be at the St. Joseph's Catholic Church parking lot. We have a separate parking lot that's not directly attached to the church. They will be doing a first communion and a wedding that day.
A lot of PR then.
Ma'am?
A lot of PR that way.
Yes. So we meet at 9 o'clock in the morning. I already have Luis willing to help me out. I would like to have about 3 to 4 more adults help me out with that. That's just setting up and putting out flags and helping to rile some young little boys. If you haven't already built your car, the rules on how to build a car are on there, as well as it says hat/protective headgear.
Helmets in my bicycle.
It's supposed to be helmet, not hat. That was auto-corrected, guys.
Seriously, I had 10 or 12 helmets in my
Bring them, because we wanted to say we're doing it right. If you have, your kids have shin guards, elbow pads, knee guards, whatever it is. Kid plays football, and bring him out to football gear. These kids can get crazy when it comes to Bushman Bill. Who helped Bushman Bill like 2 years ago?
I did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Closer towards the, probably early part of April, I wanted to see if we could get double knot going on the district side, see how many participants we're going to have. And that's going to dictate what class trophies we're going to offer, as well as the ranks the kids will be racing. I'd like to have one for each rank, and then one overall, but if we don't have enough kids to sign up, we'll have to, group them all together. Any questions?
What's the date?
April 18th.
Okay.
Do you need, for this group's purposes, do you need any additional planning help?
It's actually really, really easy to put together. Once you figure out the rules, where you're gonna do it, everything else is super easy. Because the kids build a car, or they already have the car built, and they just race in a straight line, turn around. Yes, yes, so the whole is gonna be represented pack. You're racing against the other packs. So the bears from your pack will race the bears from other packs. That's pretty much how it works. If there's not enough from one pack, so if you have 2 packs that sign up and they don't have enough to make a complete team, which is 6, then you have to group them with other packs.
Can we sign up for 2 slots if you have no kids in 2 teams? If you have 4.
Well, we're trying to make them rank by rank. So if you have.
And we have 2 sets of bears, 2 sets of tigers,
Oh.
2 sets of. We have no.
Yes, we have some. We've
So, hey, just a suggestion, unit level questions, let's take those either offline or around table.
Yeah.
This is planning for district, and we're on timeline, right?
Yeah.
So the last district related thing on this, for me anyway, is getting with Michael Willett, when you have your plan put together, so we can do it.
No helmets, no push boots. Sorry.
We'll get it.
I know, I'm just.
Did you have something else?
That is it. That is everything.
Okay. Let's talk about Camboree. That technically falls under activities as well, but, Tony or Aiden, do you want to kick this off? Give us an overview and tell us where you need help. And remember, we're the planning group. The actual talk to the units is next year.
I'll be there for that.
Spring break. Hey, you get double points.
Yeah, we're driving back, we're doing spring break trip every year, we're gonna be driving 9 hours a day.
We will thank you doubly.
So for anyone that came in later didn't hear, my name is Aiden Reyes. I'm with Fellowship 1876 and Zero Student Civic Scouting. And basically our job every year is to run Weeklos and Camboree for this local area. So Camboree this year will be held at Camp Arrowmoon as it has been in the past. It is March 27th through 29th. 27th is a Friday, I'm pretty sure. So the troops will arrive Friday night, and then events will be done during Saturday during the day, and then they'll say Saturday night and have a bonfire as usual. Probably don't say anything about that. And then leave on Sunday.
Won't have to worry about anybody getting burned.
And so I believe the double knot was put up today on the website to sign up. I know there was a different form to sign up without payment previously, but if you completed that, please complete the double knot as well, because I believe that takes payment. Does anyone have any questions
Thank you.
So, we're gonna move pretty quickly through these. Do we have, anything on financing? Maybe we talked about it. Yeah.
It probably won't happen, but there is a potential that, this Triple S will have to cancel.
Okay.
Because more than 100 people will show up. We are being requested. Now, Robinson County's not on the list yet.
Yeah.
But it's getting larger all the time, A&M, because of
Coronavirus, yeah, that's a really good point. We're already talking about inside our business units and stuff. That is a possibility. I wouldn't say that that's just a ship cancellation concern. It's a safety. We're gonna-
But the university is taking a much harder road
You're right.
than other entities.
You're right. On that note, and related to this, as you get your activities put together in your general plan, and you report those to Michael Willett, make sure you guys exchange contact info tonight. We'll learn a little more about that process and what goes into it from our training later, but communication needs to happen, and a piece of this, we're gonna have some conversations about coronavirus implications of our own, and, you know, I have no problem taking direction from our largest employer in town. You know, even if they are, overreacting in some cases. I'd rather be safe than sorry, put it that way. So moving along, I believe the only items that we haven't covered tonight are finance and unit service. New finance chair, I'm not gonna throw you under the gun for any of this. Ruben, do you want to report on, finance? I know you guys have started doing some FOS talks.
Yeah, in the future, new FOS chair will be giving this presentation, but, you know, and also Luis is gonna be here a little later, he's getting ready for coupon book pickups today. Two updates, one on coupon book sales, we're estimating about $14,000 hopefully to be turned in today based on just units telling us in advance, hey, I'm coming today with a check. That puts us at 14,000 out of our $20,000 goal, which is, you know, really awesome, you know, so, you know, I wish Luis was here so he can tell me how much of an awesome job he's doing. So in the future, that very soon will be changed to reflect how much is actually sold. The second thing that we're going to try to do, because it's always, you know, we're very close to our goal of 20,000, and a lot of units aren't taking advantage. They're selling at Kroger, but in the coupon book, there's a lot of local businesses. And if that local business allows us to put them in the coupon book, it's not a stretch that they'll allow us to sell in front of their stores. So we have, yeah, Bahama Bucks. So for example, when these numbers will come back, that'll give us an idea of which units need help fundraising, which units are struggling fundraising, and the goal is to direct them towards a Bahama Bucks. Direct them, oh, we were just talking about Scout Fair.
Yeah, go Scout Fair.
I don't know if you have anything that I was giving the estimates based on people who told us they're gonna bring today, and there's a 5% turn.
Yeah. I should have like 3 or 4 people tonight.
And aside from that, from FOS perspective, I know I mentioned before that, you know, we could definitely use some speakers, and I know hopefully our FOS show will help us identify some speakers. But something else, another role that, you know, each of you can take in each of your given units is just be an advocate. Like, for example, after the FOS presentation, sending out an email when it comes from, you know, your peers, hey, FOS does this, I think it's a good thing, and if you guys can, you know, you should if you're able to. So that's something just food for thought. If you're comfortable taking that advocacy position, that's something definitely that can help as we're having this FOS presentation that will go to Court of Honor. Being an advocate, whether it's sending up a follow-up email, setting up a warm-up email before we get there, or third, just symbolically being one of the first people at that Court of Honor and blue and gold to help with FOS.
What's a rough idea of the number of FOS on top that still need to happen, you know?
It's in between 8 and 10.
Okay. Do you know dates for those 8 to 10 yet?
For half. We're missing about 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
Similar suggestion to the one we gave Cynthia earlier. Let's get a doodle poll up. there are many of us in this room, and including myself, that have done FOS talks before. I'm happy to step in and help, and I'm sure there are others of you that would. It's not necessarily your role, or it's certainly not Ruben's to go and do all of this. It's your job to coordinate it. If you have some committee members you lean on, great, but we all are responsible for stepping in and helping with this wherever possible. These skills of this, they're cool with public speaking and going out and doing this. So please get that out to us, and we'll fill in. I'll fill in. Anything else on finance?
No.
Anything else on unit service? I think we covered everything earlier, but okay, cool. All right, make sure I've got anything else. What's that? Sure. Since Luis is here, I think you were saying about day camp from a planning perspective?
Yeah, that is coming up. Registration is live. It's all on the Facebook page as far as if you were like the day camp one. I don't know if it's on Discord.
I think there's a discussion around it,
but I don't know if the link is on there.
I'll get off.
Okay. I'm not, yeah, oh, that's you. That was another. Okay. And then the big thing that we're doing different this year is if you sign up between now and March 31st, for pretty much everybody, and for all scouts, they get an extra free shirt. For all junior staff and volunteers, if they work at least 2 days out of the week, they'll also get a free shirt. So that's a huge thing, and I know there's the laundry every night during day camp, and that's part of the uniform that I have to wear for our safety. So hopefully that's an incentive to really help drive the registration in full swing. It helps Robert, especially in the program area, to make sure we get our numbers correctly. Last year was a little stressful waiting the last minute to see what our final numbers were. Luckily, it all worked out okay. We kind of projected and forecast a little bit for those extra numbers, that last drivers that came in. We don't want to be that stressed out this year, so we're really encouraging people to register in advance. So any unit with packs, please, I encourage you to get that out there. I also encourage you to host sign-up nights that are either like on a different day from your pack meeting, or during your pack meeting, or after your pack meeting. And if you do that, I will most likely, if you tell me well far in advance, I can get some people that are very familiar with Double Knot to come out and assist with your parents and bring out extra computers. We'll just need to make sure we have Wi-Fi access or a computer lab if you're at a school, etc., so we can help walk them through it. Because Double Knot, we all know, not the easiest thing in the world, but when you try to double knot during day camp, it's like 10 times harder. So just, we will do everything we can to help you. Just reach out, and we'll be there. My number, emails, plastered everywhere. You guys can get hold of me.
So, point, because you missed this conversation we had earlier, unit contact. So if you get units you're not hearing anything back from after you send out a blast, that is the commissioner's role as they follow up with them on a regular basis to contact those units. If they need to take advantage of what you just talked about, and the commissioners will contact you to set up the time again.
Yeah, that's great. One of the great things is that since we set up this Facebook page with all the family members from last year, the good thing is we have pretty much, I can guarantee 100% someone from each pack on there that are reading the threads that are on our Facebook page. It's a private page. You have to be not after, invite, and then I basically accept you to come on to the group.
Yeah, another volunteer help?
What we need is range masters. Highly need range masters. Everything else we are golden on. I just always stress about range masters at the last minute, so I know I have the certifications in hand. And I'll even make a sweet deal. If you know somebody or needs a range master, come see me. Maybe I can throw in a free campership or half off if you're going to do a range master, because I really want to ensure we have enough range masters.
Do you talk to Arthur and Robert? They're both range masters.
I have not
emailed you and copied them.
Okay, perfect.
Send it again.
I know I have 3 for sure so far.
One of them is a certified range master trainer or something.
Yeah, that's great, I think so far.
They're both excited.
I'm gonna be back to season 2.
Thank you, Luis, for all that to wear.
You're right, thank you.
I think that's all we have on regular agenda. I just want to at least mention roundtable next week. We are holding it on Thursday during, it is spring break. I mean, a different crowd, but we've got a lot of stuff going on. So, Robert, do you have anything to add? Anything for roundtable next week? Good. All right, thank you. Ruben, do you have anything for this executive?
Two quick comments. First, I'd like to take the time to, especially thank the people that are returning new student meeting member to present to Scotty, our JT district recognition.